Yo, 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 welcome back. Tuning back in with Hanging with the Haslems. Today, we're going to talk 21 questions, relationship and couple edition. Let's get into these questions.
All right. So the first one, do long distance couples face more or fewer relationship conflicts?
You want to answer that?
Um, yeah, I answer it first. It depends. It depends. I think our relationship, because we were long distance for about a year when we before we got married, of course. Um, I think we didn't have many conflicts. And I think it's just the level of trust I had in you and you had in me. So I think it just depends on your trust levels.
Okay. For me, based on my experiences before or prior to us, I feel like I had the most conflict in long distance. Um, and I think with long distance, it was a big issue for me because I'm a big quality time person. So if we're not together, spending that quality time together, we're not learning one another, we're not building a relationship. Some people feel like the distance helps you grow fonder of each other and things like that. But based on my experience, can't speak for nobody else. I've had out of sight, out of mind experience. So like we be long distance for a while, somebody else be around constantly, and it's like, forget him. I need the person that's right here in front of me. So long distance has always been a battle for me
Until now.
until now. Yeah, when we got together, but you made sure to come down here and see me too, though. Like, you know, so
Whew.
you made an effort to want to see me, and we want to see each other. Of course, I came up there a couple times, but you came out here far more than I came up there. Um, so it worked out better between the two of us than it has for any of my previous experiments.
You were my first experiment, so I don't.
So look at you having a good
I
experience the
had more
first time.
conflicts with somebody that was up the street. So first experience, and I just feel like this was the best. So I
See,
guess it just depends.
different strokes for different folks. Just one of those things. Um, Let us know in the comments. What do you think? What's your thoughts? Are you more of a long distance person, or you need to be in close proximity?
I'm just saying, don't lose out on your person, your soulmate. Want to be stuck in Atlanta like I wanted to be. I love it here. I promise.
Next question. Should couples set end dates for long distance periods? So for me, I feel like you shouldn't want to be long distance forever with whomever you're dating. So if you have an end date in mind and you make that known in the beginning, I could say that it'd be a good thing. Like, hey, this is how I want to progress in this relationship. It doesn't necessarily mean like things have to end or have to expand by this date. However, we shouldn't be stagnant. We shouldn't be plateaued. We shouldn't be in the same space come this much time has passed by because it don't take forever to figure out if you want to progress and move forward and be more with someone.
I mean, you said that. I think I'm more of like a go with the flow kind of person. Like, what's the vibe? But at the same time, I'm not going to be traveling for 5 years either. It's either get on the pot and piss or get up off that thing. I'm not traveling an hour and a half for 5 years, but he ain't waste no time. So
She would have been traveling 5 years,
I
man.
sure would have, knowing me, cause
Because I'm a vibe. I'm a whole vibe. Not a piece of it, but a whole vibe.
let's just say he definitely sat me down somewhere. But
That's
as
good
for
for you.
me, and as for me, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm.
Moving on.
No, 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 no.
Moving on.
I'm just saying.
I had to get you up out them streets. You know what
I
I'm
wasn't
saying?
in the streets. I was like on the sidewalk. You know what I'm saying?
Close enough.
Like
Like
you
on the
know, it's
sidewalk,
safer on the sidewalk.
bouncing a bouncy ball. They go out in the streets. You got to go get it. You know, you was in them streets.
I was not in
Like,
the street. Streets is just
and cars
dangerous.
were coming,
I didn't get
and
hit though. That's why I was on the sidewalk.
I was out there saving you. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, ma'am. You need help to get to the other side?
Next question. Should couples discuss past partners?
Um. So for me, I mean, discussing past partners helps you understand who you're dealing with and who they've dealt with. It helps you understand the problems that they may have faced in the past or things that were good for them in the past. So it's not something that I would say, hey, on the first date, who did you date? What was their name? What did they do? How did y'all end, begin? And there are all the details in the middle. But if someone comes up, like it's not a huge discussion. Like we're not just speaking on people, but it's kind of like this was my experience in the past. Like you don't necessarily have to name names. You don't have to show pictures and faces. It's just, hey, I dated someone, or I was talking to someone, dealing with someone, and this is how this happened. Like depending on what the situation is. So I don't think it's a bad thing, but you also can't compare what you have now to what you had then, because you know how to say comparison is a thief of joy, and I ain't trying to steal nothing.
You just own it. I say yes and no. Yes, because of course, past you've learned things, you know how to navigate things a little better. It will help your partner to know how to navigate it too. Like whatever hurt me in the past, or whoever hurt me in the past, like yeah, don't do it. But at the same time, because you know some people was in the streets for real. Um, we just never know if he done dealt with somebody that I was cool with in the past, or you know, or currently cool with. You know, we just want to make sure.
You from Atlanta? I'm from Warner Robins.
Yeah, but
Our
I moved
circles
here, so
don't intertwine.
you just never know. The world is small. It's small just for the simple fact that we definitely went to the same school together too. So
What that mean?
some people that you was in the streets with, I may have known. I may not want to know who it was. It may have me look at him crazy. Like that's what you chose. That's
Don't
crazy.
don't start, cause I ain't gonna tell folks who you was in school kissing and stuff. So we ain't gonna even go there. Move on to the next
But you see what
question
I'm saying? That's why I be like
because
yes and no, because you know you'll never live
yeah,
that
you
down.
never gonna live that
So
down.
that's like something that you probably don't want to tell. You know, like point proven.
But that's had it said someone you dealt with in the past. I would think it's somebody you dating. I can't help that you were just out here kissing folks.
Well, see, what my thing
You was
is,
out here kissing frogs. I mean, kissing dogs. I mean, you was out here kissing, like hoping that he turned into a prince. Look at you, got you a mutt. Okay, I'm gonna move on. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Give me the book. Moving on. Should partners share passwords? Um, and this is passwords to anything and everything. Thoughts?
for me, just give me the password to that account so I
What
can
account?
start working.
What account?
I just want to get my allowance out of the account,
What account?
the bank account.
So clearly, her answer is null and void.
Why would you close the
Um,
book?
I mean, clearly you want this to be over with because you just skipped straight to a bank account password. Is you out of your mind? I ain't got your bank account password. You ain't got mine. But you need your allowance. Your allowance,
Yeah,
living in the house, you fed.
I was gonna eat regardless. You see me? I'm gonna eat regardless.
That ain't the point. I buy you what you need, some of what you want.
Anyways, I'm still waiting on my Louis Vuitton purse,
As long as you don't hold your breath, you won't die. See, now you trying to die because you know that's a that's a long hold.
but not for all jokes aside. I was just playing, JK. It just depends. I don't care for the passwords. It's just me, because if I go looking for something, I'm just gonna hurt my own feelings. I don't want my feelings hurt. If I have it, cool.
Excuse me.
If not, cool. Now, if we talking about like safety or emergency purposes, like especially like the phone, that's fine. But that's it. Uh, if you give it to me, cool. If not, cool.
No passwords unless you're married. If you ain't married and y'all just dating, y'all just talking, he or she asks your password, what you need access to this for? That ain't important right now. That's just my opinion. Now, once y'all get married, all bets are off. I got access to her phone. She got access to my phone. It's kind of like a trust thing.
Mm-hmm.
If I ask for a password and you don't want to give it to me, my thought process immediately goes to why not? What's there that you don't want me to see? Like, but before that, like when we're in the dating stage, what you need to go through my stuff for?
Mm-hmm.
Like, no matter what I'm doing, who I'm doing it with, like if we not exclusive, if we not progressing towards a certain level in our relationship, I don't really see a reason for exchanging of passwords. I know that's a big trust thing, but if you trust your partner, you trust your partner. You shouldn't have to go snooping to see if you trust your partner. Because if you snooping, you don't trust them. And if you don't trust them, you don't need to continue this relationship. Y'all need to stop there. Because if you don't trust me and you snooping through my stuff, I definitely don't trust you. Because you're going to always snoop. You know, a snooper going to always snoop. They ain't just suddenly turned that off when they woke up and said, you know what? I love him. I love her. I ain't gonna snoop on them. No, no. You gonna look. You might not look as frequently. You may not look as often. But one day you gonna look. And then let's say they catch you. Then what happens? Is the trust gone completely?
I don't think it's a catch thing at that point. I think the only time they get caught is when they find something they don't want to see, like something that really hurt their feelings, and now they looking at you like,
No, when I say get caught, I ain't talking about getting caught as in you find something and you caught me. I'm talking about
like
you
I,
going through my phone and
mm-hmm,
I see you going through my phone. I done caught you.
yeah.
Even if you don't find anything, like, what am I gonna think about you now? Like,
I mean,
god
I get what
dang.
you're saying, but like a real snooper don't get caught. A real snooper don't.
Sound like you talking from experience.
I'm not. It
I'm
only
just
took
saying
me
what it
one
sound like.
time to snoop a long time ago, and my feelings was hurt, but hurt. I don't snoop no more.
So you was talking from experience. That's what it sound like. You ain't get caught, but you
I
hurt yourself, and you was like, you
Yeah,
know
I
what?
told on
I'm
myself
not gonna do this no more.
because now I got an attitude. You hurt my feelings.
No, you hurt your feelings. You weren't looking for it. They ain't hurt your feelings.
They did hurt my feelings.
No, they didn't. They didn't say, hey, make sure you go look at this. Make sure you go look for this. No, no, you went looking. You hurt your own feelings.
In a
Stand on it.
nutshell,
10 toes
if
down.
you gonna snoop, prepare your feelings. Prepare yourself.
Can you prepare yourself for hurt? Ah, no, 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 never mind,
Dang,
never
that's a
mind.
good
We'll
question.
have to we'll have to talk about that next time because we got enough questions, so we gonna move on.
Are traditional gender roles outdated? Hmm. I think it's outdated because I gotta work. Gender roles was for folks that didn't have to work. They husband went to work and made the bacon. No, brought home the bacon.
All right,
Sorry.
so
Shh.
clearly
Hey,
she
hey.
She just out of her mind. She just talking. We ain't even drinking no liquor. What
Yes,
you got in that cup? That is water. Why are you talking like this? That's nonsense.
that's not nonsense. Traditional gender roles were for women that tend to their house while their husband brought home bacon that they had to cook and clean and wash their snotty nosed kids. Make sure they homework done. Make sure they clean. I gotta make bacon too. I gotta cook it. I gotta go to work and get it. I gotta do all the things. Outdated.
I think people want to pick and choose what they consider to be traditional and what they consider to be new, first and foremost. So with traditional roles, it is, hey, women don't usually work, but women got to cook, clean, and do all the things around the house. And still today, the woman is expected to cook, clean, and do all the things around the house. Men are expected to do lawn care, take out the trash, fix everything around the house. Those are traditional, and I don't consider those to be outdated. Because if I was to say, "Hey, babe, you gonna go out there and mow the grass?" What would you say? Exactly. So again, picking and choosing. Like, but if I say, "Hey, babe, do you want me to cook today?" Exactly. You see how fast that was? So hey, she don't want to do what I gotta do traditionally. Yet, if I try to take something that she does or is expected to do, it's like, yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
I'm just
So,
I'm
is it
just
really
being
outdated or does I mean whatever works for you works for you? But no, and I don't
no.
know if you noticed this, but back then, cost
Mhm.
of living wasn't that high.
I agree.
Cost of living
I'm
is sky
just
high now.
I wasn't gonna stop working no way, but I was just being a devil's
Yeah,
advocate.
I know you ain't gonna stop working.
I was just
It wasn't a stop working household like unless we retiring. But before that,
even if I wanted the option, you see how he do me. But no, really, all
you
jokes
like to
are
spend money.
I love to spend money. But all jokes aside, I was just being a devil advocate. They're not really outdated because I'd rather cook than take the trash out. Like I'm not taking that trash out. This 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 your job.
Yeah, man, can you take the track out when you get a second? You
Hmm.
know what that means. Get on up, bro. Whatever you're doing, just stop right up. Go on, get up.
I don't know why he always says that. I said when he have a moment, like
Mm-mm.
when you have a moment, not now, but he swear it just mean like now. But mm-mm.
As a man, every man knows if your wife asks you to do something when you get a second, when you get a moment, when you get a chance, that means, hey, you got a good 10 seconds before I move on it myself.
Anyways, next,
All right, can online influence erode real relationships?
indeed.
Yes.
And I say that because I think looking at social media, especially like the influencers that are couples that have this high following and they show a certain part of their life and everything just looks all peaches and cream and roses and flowers and stuff, I feel like that influence alone can make it hard for real couples. Like, I mean, they're real too, but like in everyday life, they just think that that's how it's supposed to be all the time. And it's not.
Completely agree. Um, Also, there's plenty of influencers out there that's not in a relationship that's giving all this advice. Granted, their advice sometimes is great because they're speaking from their experiences. However, you can't look at someone else's life and think, oh, whatever they're doing, I need to do. Whatever's happening over there needs to happen here. Because what works for one relationship don't work for all relationships.
Mm-mm.
So what worked for you in your place and your home and your spouse, that might not work for CJ and Erica. Cause we gonna do things our way, no matter what it is. That's finances, what we do around the house, how we go about solving our problems. You know, granted, we both watch different things throughout social media, but we don't let that affect how we view how our relationship should be.
Mm.
Next question: is watching the show without your partner disrespect?
I'll let you go.
Um, so I already know her answer, which I'm completely opposite. It ain't disrespectful at all, and the reasoning behind it is because I was already watching this show before you got involved in watching this show. Now that you're involved, you want me to stop my daily regimen to wait on you when you told me you not even gonna like the show. Let me give you the example in our household, because she gonna give you this whole spiel as to why it's disrespectful. That's just what she's gonna do. So, wrestling. I am a wrestling fan. I watch wrestling on Monday Night Raw, Tuesday NXT, Friday Night SmackDown. So when we first started dating, she knew I watched wrestling, but she told me she doesn't care for it. She used to watch it, but she don't care for it. I told her eventually she's gonna become a fan because it's a regular thing in this household with me. She told me, "No, it's fine, babe. I'm not gonna be a fan. I mean, you can watch it and I'll sit with you, but that's just to spend time with you." But now, you know, I ain't gonna say I told you so, but she likes it. Hey, do I call her a fan? No, but she likes it. Now, if I watch something without her, she'd be like, "I can't believe you watched that without me. You know I wanted to see X, Y, and Z." And I'd be like, "You told me you ain't even gonna get into it like that." Now suddenly, this your show too. Now I'm disrespecting you because I'm coming home to watch the show that you know I'm gonna watch when I get home. You know I didn't watch it last night. You knew I fell asleep. When I get home from work, I am gonna turn it on this TV and I'm gonna watch it. I shouldn't have to wait for you to get off work to be able to watch the show that you said you weren't gonna even get into.
My irritation, because yes, I'm irritated. Absolutely, is disrespectful because first of all, like I have like a handful of folks that I like to see on wrestling, and when I'm sitting right there at work and I hear "whoop that trick," why would you watch that without me? Jade, why would you watch that without me? The Usos, why would you watch that without me? And just to top it all off, I'm just speaking previously. You knew I wanted to see Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu. You know I love Jacob. Why? Why?
Did you not know I was gonna watch it?
You could have said something.
You didn't hear it,
Clearly, that's why I got an attitude.
so you chose not to get up and come see it, even though you heard it. But it's my fault. Blame the black man. I tell you, blame the black man. You
All
still
I'm
ain't covered and told him how you told me that you ain't gonna even like it. Like, let's
there's
get to that
there's
part.
there's we passed that.
That no. We not past that because that's where the whole non-disrespectful piece comes from.
It
Is
is
the
disrespectful
initial
because
thought of you saying
okay, that was like last year.
it don't matter. It
That's
don't
been
matter
a
how long
year.
ago it was.
Think people evolve, people change, and you've been knowing for over a year now what I like.
For over a year.
Yeah, about a year, over a year. Anyways, anyways, um, but other than that, like, yeah, it's very disrespectful.
We're not gonna even get on the fact that when we were dating long distance, I watched the show that I got into.
Okay, hear me out.
Hold on. Let me speak. Don't be trying to cut me off. I watched the show that I got into by myself that she used to FaceTime me. We'd be on the phone. I'll be watching the show, and then she'd be like, "Oh my God, you over there cheating on me watching this show without me watching it?
You did cheat on me.
You went into this show."
You watching another show is the equivalent of cheating. Like,
Shows that are in the genre that I like, not shows that in the genre that
well,
we like.
ain't nobody tell you to start a show in your genre that I was gonna sit here watching with you, and I was like, dang, that's kind of good. Like, once I say, dang, that's kind of good, then at that point,
I need to stop what I'm
yes,
doing.
until I'm here.
That's crazy.
Cause why would you do that? I just told you I liked it.
Why would you not watch it
You're cheating.
where you were?
Cheating.
That is insane. But I tell you, people just come up with their own thing.
That's
But
not my own thing. That's equivalent to you just, I don't know. Like, you might as well have to just pop me in my face. Like, dang,
you out of control.
I'm not.
Who made you this way?
The good Lord, by way of my mother and father.
So the next question, it's gonna speak. Don't look down. Yeah, ain't nothing on your shirt. Next question: can silence be a form of communication?
um, yes,
Elaborate. Tell us more. I'm sure our viewers would love to hear more.
yes, because when he don't talk to me, he not fooling with me.
Can you tell them how did we get to the point of me not talking to you?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how to get there?
No,
Hmm.
enlighten me.
You got amnesia? I was seeing was anything flowing from one side to the other, in one ear and out the other.
I'm not sure how we get there.
The silence starts with you.
It doesn't though.
It does. It does. And I've just learned to adapt. And when you go silent on me, and I come ask, "Hey, what's wrong? You okay?" And you just be like, mm-hmm. And then we still sit in silence. I ain't gonna continue to beg you to talk to me.
I ain't gonna say that.
So it starts with you. I be trying to get to the problem.
On a scale of 1 to 10, like how do you really be wanting that?
Yes, I want to know.
Hmm.
If I
Or if
didn't
I
want to
tell you,
know,
you'd be
I
like,
wouldn't ask. If you tell you what,
If I tell you, would you just be like, like, okay.
I don't know how to respond because you haven't told me. I be just trying to get to the root of the problem so we can get back to being this laughing and happy household. But when you in your silent modes, it just be gloomy around here. So I be having to
He makes
get in my
it. If
space
I
and
do it one day, he definitely does it the next. So we probably won't talk to like the third day. At that point, I guess silence is the communicator. I don't know.
I do it the next because I ain't gonna keep asking you the same questions.
Yeah, but I'm not silent the next day, but you are.
If you're not talking the next day, who you be talking to? Because it don't be me.
I do talk to you.
Whew, I don't know what you be lifting in the gym if you don't bump your head on some of the equipment or what, but you
Oh
is
my
out of
god.
control. You just gonna tell these folks that?
Don't answer the question.
I did answer the question.
Is it a form of communication?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Because how are you communicating through silence? Like it's no sign language. I mean, it's just I don't even know how to explain it. Like you can't necessarily communicate well and effectively in just silence. Because if you try to, the person that's experiencing the silence from you
Mm.
can just kind of take that how they want to take it.
Mm-hmm.
Like how you give it may not be how they take it. So you say I was silent because of this reason, that reason, or the other.
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't want to make you feel no type of way. So I didn't tell you what was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But yet I feel some type of way just because you didn't want to tell me what was wrong. So I don't think it's a form of communication or it's just not an effective form of communication.
Should chores be split evenly?
No. Reason being is because I do what I'm good at, you do what you're good at. I do what I'm comfortable with, you do what you're comfortable with. So it's never gonna be an even split. Like it's never gonna be down the middle. But we also gotta realize that when people say split evenly, is it necessarily 50-50, or is it just I do my part, you do your part, and we consider it to be even? Because that's what I
Um,
consider to be evenly.
I don't think technically chores are never going to be split evenly, just because of you do what you're good at, vice versa. Um, I just think with the playing field.
What's the playing field? Hold that. Tired of holding the book.
Well, you took it and closed it up when I said something about a bank account. Like,
Yeah, I thought you wanted this to be over with. You know what I'm saying?
it's never gonna be even, but it is sometimes nice when I guess the load can be lightened sometimes. Like those days that, yeah, you're good at this, but I see you're tired, so let me take that on. Vice versa. So it's never even. It's just
6-7.
6, 7.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in, for hanging with the Haslems. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe so that you can catch us for part 2. We out. Peace.